This is a parental plea from the magic kingdom of common sense. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, oh wait, it's just you, my beloved teenager, sitting there with that expression that says, I'm pretending to listen, but I'm actually wondering if Pop-Tarts can legally be classified as a dinner food. That's okay. I've come prepared. I've rehearsed this speech in the shower, the car, and silently while watching you breeze in through the front door at 12:47 a.m., like you're auditioning for a role in Fast and Furious. So sit back, relax, put down your phone, yes, down, and open your heart to a humble address from your curfew-crazed parent. First of all, let me say how much I love you. That's important. You are the light of my life, the apple of my eye, and the reason I've aged 10 years since you discovered Uber. Now let's talk about this little thing called a curfew. Remember that word? It used to be a magical time when you would glide in the door, smile sweetly, maybe even give me a hug. These days, your idea of curfew is any time before sunrise. Last night, I thought you were breaking into our own house. I was 2 seconds from calling 911 until I saw your hoodie said lo-fi beats to chill and study to, instead of home invasion team. Let me clarify something. Curfew is not a suggestion. It is not like the serving size on a box of cookies or the recommended dosage of shampoo. It is a boundary, a parental perimeter, if you will. It's the parenting equivalent of saying, I love you so much that I want to ensure you're not out recreating scenes from The Hangover on a Tuesday night. Now, I know what you're thinking. But parental overlord, I'm a teenager. I need freedom. Yes, I hear you. Teenagers crave freedom the way raccoons crave shiny objects, passionately and with poor judgment. And just like raccoons, sometimes you get your little paws stuck in a peanut butter jar and need an adult to fish you out. I remember being your age. I do. We had curfews too. Of course, back then, we didn't have cell phones, so when our parents yelled, "Be home by 10," we had no idea what time it was. We just hoped the stars looked judgmental enough that we should probably head home. You have a literal time-telling device glued to your face. And yet, every night, I get a text at 11:59 p.m. that says, "Be home in 5," followed by you arriving at 1:23 a.m. on a skateboard like some kind of post-midnight courier pigeon. Let's talk logistics. I wake up every time you come in late. Every single time. It's like I've been biologically programmed by some parental bat signal. You unlock the door, and suddenly I'm bolt upright in bed like I've been hit with caffeine darts. I don't get back to sleep until I've convinced myself that you haven't been kidnapped by cultists or taken to a second location by someone offering free Wi-Fi. And while we're on the subject of my sleep, let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away called Before You Were Born, I used to sleep through the night. Solid, uninterrupted REM sleep, like a rock, or a person with no children. Now, I sleep with one eye open and one ear tuned to the frequency of your keychain. But I'm not here just to complain. Oh no, I'm a reasonable adult. I even Googled how to communicate effectively with teenagers and learned that I should use I statements. So here we go. I feel stressed when you come home late because my brain immediately assumes you've joined an underground fight club. I worry that if you're out past midnight, you're either being chased by vampires or, worse, running out of gas in a Taco Bell parking lot. I need you to know that if you ever get abducted by aliens at 1 a.m., I will have no sympathy. You missed curfew. That's on you. Good luck explaining Snapchat to the extraterrestrials. Now, don't get me wrong. I trust you. I do. I believe you're a good, kind-hearted, semi-responsible young person who would never intentionally cause a panic. But trust is a two-way street, and unfortunately, you've been using the off-ramp labeled, "I'll be back in 10 minutes" for 2 hours. So here's the deal. A compromise, if you will. A treaty between the United Nations of parent and teen. You stick to your curfew. We're talking within 10 minutes, not 90. And I promise not to bombard you with frantic texts, emergency GPS pings, or passive-aggressive notes written in ketchup on your bathroom mirror. Oh, and if you ever think I'm being unreasonable, remember this. I'm not trying to ruin your life. I'm just trying to make sure your life continues. You may think nothing bad happens after midnight, but I've seen the data. I've read the police reports. I've seen the horror of 24-hour gas station nachos at 2 a.m. And one final note, I was once your age. You will one day be mine. And when your teenager struts in at 1:30 a.m. with a half-eaten burrito and no explanation, I want you to remember this moment. I want you to hear my voice in your head whispering, "See? This is what you did to me." Karma drives a Honda Civic and it has very loud music. So please, my beloved child, my chronic boundary tester, my nocturnal explorer, come home on time. Not for me, not even for the houseplants that get startled every time you open the door. Do it for yourself, because when you do, you'll find something magical. A happy parent, a peaceful house, and maybe even, if the stars align, a Pop-Tart waiting for you. Legally classified as breakfast this time. That's it for this message. Thank you. And good night. Preferably before 11.